show and tell, gum chewing show and tell video here today, and I'm going to be showing, I might do a part 2 of this too if you guys liked it. I'm going to be showing some of the props I've used in some of my roleplay videos. I think I have 8 things over there on the bed. And I'll throw the sounds in there from the things and stuff and just talk about some of the videos they've been used in and whatnot. So, yeah. First thing is the, this is a regular book light. That I've used for eye exam videos, cranial nerve exam. This has popped up in the shady videos as well, I'm pretty sure. Probably some robot repairs also, but just a basic book light. You clip it on the book like that and just bend the neck to settings. Yeah, basic thing, everybody uses it, right? Not this, but some kind of light for your video. Up next is this credit card reader. Let's see. This does not actually work. She needs a battery. It's still got some paper in there. I've used this in, definitely used it in game store role plays. Pretty good sound there. I'll probably use it in some other shop type role plays, I'm sure. It's a nice little thing to be able to use, you know. You pull the receipt out. I think I used it actually in the supermarket role plays I did. I think I used this one in there. It's a nice little thing to use, just a little bonus thing. Adds a little realism, if you will, to these videos that are really not realistic, but third one here is the old Dreamcast VMU memory unit. I've used this in typically probably a few shady videos and definitely robot repairs. I usually use it as like an upgrade unit or, you know, whatever, card. I'm trying to think of what I used it for in a shady video. I might have used it for something else, like a little communicator device or something. But this typically would used to put this into the Dreamcast controller, and he's got little stuff, kind of little interesting things would come up here and stuff, like while you're playing and shit. It was actually pretty unique. Sega and Nintendo always were doing outside of the box weird stuff. Some of it would hit, some of it would not. And with Sega, they had quite a few misses. Nintendo did too, but Sega did some interesting stuff as well. This one didn't get used too much, but I saw it in the drawer, and I'm like, I'll grab it. The old GameCube mic that everybody loves. This was originally, what did I originally use it for? Like I said, I've said in the past, I got this at a garage sale in 2018 as part of a GameCube kind of bundle. Hell of a deal on that too. I think it was $20 for a GameCube, and it was like maybe 2 controllers, 2 memory cards, and like, what were the games? I have the video up on here, but Spat and Kato, Simpsons Hit and Run, Resident Evil 0, which the one disc didn't work, GoldenEye Rogue Agent, Bad Boys Miami Takedown. There might have been one more game in there. But this was in there as well. And I've used this in a lot of the shady vids, the robot repairs it works for, a little scanner. What's that? Could use it as an interview microphone, which I kind of want to do in the past, in the future. I got a request a long time ago. I never ended up doing it, so I do apologize to the person that gave it to. Maybe one day or something similar, but they wanted to do like a sports interview role play, and this was before I think I had this. I could kind of work with this, maybe one day, but it does make a unique sound. It works for, you know, a bunch of different kind of things. I will say a lot of video game accessories, especially Nintendo, work well for certain types of role plays, for sure. Especially if you're being like a little creative and you're not like, I'm not going to use like, this could be used for something, but like a Wii remote's not going to be used for like a cranial nerve exam, you know. But for robot repair or a shady type video, it works perfectly. Yeah, the famous GameCube one. Here's this eye chart. I got this off of eBay. Specifically for, it might have been originally for an eye exam, but I might have first used it in a cranial nerve exam. It was cheap. I think it was like $8 or $9. Just a standard eye chart here. You know, I just use it, and you're like, you do this, line 2, line 3, can you see the colors? How far can you go? I've not used it in a bit. I actually have not done a regular cranial nerve exam video in a long time. For me, they were like, it was the first one I did ever. Gave me a massive, not a massive, but a nice sub boost real early on my channel. I think this helped me get 200 subs. I think at first I was kind of nervous to do cranial nerve exam. And then I ended up probably doing like 10 of them, not counting shady ones. It's probably closer to 15. It's pretty decent sound, but it's nice to have if you can. A few times I'd actually had it on the wall, but now here, that was back in Massapequa. Here, I'll kind of just hold it. I had better wall positioning. Back then, the way that the rooms were set up, I could set it up to where I could kind of be like in the corner or something. The wall's right behind me. Here, you can tell there's stuff on the wall. It's not set up. And maybe in the corner over here, but I'd have to like move stuff. And I had that moving cart thing that was perfect to put the laptop on and stuff. I do not have that here, but anyway, on to the next. The old Barber scissors for barbershop role plays. I might have used them for disguise role play here and there. But mainly they are used for the barbershop videos, which I know everybody loves. I'm usually getting asked to do them. I usually get comments from time to time asking for a barbershop video. I've had done close to 15 of them. I will admit, sometimes I don't like to keep doing it. Like, it's different if you do like a pickup video or a collection video. When it comes to role plays, at least for me, I don't like to, if I'm not feeling it, I'm not going to do it. I don't want to really phone it in. And like in the case of the barbershop or even the cranial nerve exam ones, you do so many, it's like I'm just almost making the same exact video, and I feel like, well, I already have the video there. It's hard for me sometimes to switch it up. And with the barbershops, I'll bring the buzzer into the mix, or the straightener, the eyebrow plucking, not the eye plucking, pulling out eye role play. I'll do, but this is a classic prop here to use for video people like. Barbershop videos are just popular in general, you know. And when it comes to like some people's cranial nerve exams in particular, man, you get some, I know some people have like a little green screen behind them and stuff, but some people, like, with the setups they make and stuff, like, do just a fantastic job with their role plays and stuff. It's like as realistic as it's gonna get. You can only go so far, you know. That's why funny with me, like I would do like a doctor role play or something, and I would kind of just go back to some of my own experiences as a doctor and try to remember how the doctor or the nurses acted and kind of use that lingo and those kind of like words and stuff and how they would talk, just to, you know, give it a little more realism. But I don't think people necessarily want complete realism. I think my problem back in the day was, oh man, it's got to be this. It's, oh, what if that cat picture's in the background? That wouldn't be like, most people don't care, you know. But yeah, scissors for cutting hair. I only got 2 more left. The old Wii remote. I have like 12 of these things from garage sales. I gotta start selling them. Perfect for the. Oh, look at some kind of new laser technology. Bring your sealing your wounds up, and I think I've used it for like a multi-tool maybe, or even like a little bit of a weapon. Like, it's gonna shock you. This has been used in robot repairs and shady videos. It might have popped up in like I'm not counting button sounds and stuff videos. It might have popped up in a game store roleplay at some point. Just a classic prop to be able to use. Like I said, Nintendo stuff, it's ridiculous. Like, and I think in a few I might have attached the nunchuck and kind of used them in tandem to do specific things, you know. Like I said, it's harder to go all out here because I don't have. It's like technically, if I really wanted to, I could film the basement, but I don't feel comfortable doing that. You know, it's not like our basement. There's stuff down there and shit. So, like the one in Massapequa, like it was set. Like I filmed so many videos down there. It was perfect for the Fallout roleplay vids, and the shady vids were down there. I did some of the ghost type videos down there. The prison guard was down there. The detective roleplay. If you guys want to see my detective roleplay, that was one of my most well done roleplays, I think, in terms of like me actually taking it as seriously as possible and use of props and stuff. I think I put like a little ketchup on the end of a hammer and stuff like that. It's fun. I would check that out. If you're interested, just looking when you're on my channel. If you can, I think, can you search people's videos on their channel? I don't know. But it's detective roleplay. I made a few, I think, detective roleplay videos. But yeah, the old Wii remote. I do have other things I forgot. I couldn't find. I must have put them in a bin, the crawl space area. But like the NES Zapper, I know I've used, and like Fallout ones. So the Fallout ones, I use a lot of stuff, and I don't have a lot of that stuff because I was using stuff from the basement and past people random junk that was lying around that I could use, like the Fallout. It was like the traveling merchant and stuff like that, like weird looking batteries and stuff I was able to use. I'm glad those videos are still on my channel. Like I said, if you want to check out some Fallout type videos as well, like I said, people who are new to my channel, like, look up some of those videos of me if you missed some of the older stuff, because I did a lot of, I think, at least cool stuff and requests that were related to things like Fallout and stuff. And this was, when I didn't have as many subs, so if you're new to the channel and you want to, like, maybe see some of those videos, they're there. I know I have like 1,400 videos, so it's kind of a pain in the ass. I don't know if they have their own playlist. I'll have to look. Maybe I'll throw them in a playlist. And the last one I got for today is the Wii U gamepad. This thing might have gotten we used the Wii U a lot. I do like the Wii U. But this gamepad is perfect for, like, I'm scanning you for injuries. You're like a robot. You could be a person too. It's future, right? Use the thumbstick as the camera. I'm looking. Sometimes I'll look up instead. I should be looking here. But I didn't find anything. And it's got a stylus. But let me jot that down and stuff. It's perfect for that. In reality, this should have been called the Switch, because you could take it and play on the game. I think almost all the games are able to play on the gamepad. The problem was the Switch is a handheld system first. So you can play it wherever. This actually had a range of maybe, like, if I was up here, let's say that I could probably play it, like, in the kitchen. It had a few rooms of distance, but it was technically kind of like a Switch. But they called it Wii U, and everybody's like, what is this, like an attachment to the Wii? And they kind of screwed it out of the gate, and then it didn't sell. Which is too bad, because there's a lot of good games. Although all those games came out on the Switch. They re-released, like, every one of their games on the Switch. It's ridiculous. I guess I can understand why they did it if it didn't sell well. But yeah, it's perfect for the robot repairs, some shady vids as well. Like I said, Nintendo has these things where you're like, oh shit, I can use it for some kind of roleplay. The Wii remote, this, even the nunchuck, the mic, this NES zapper, like, it's just a bunch of stuff that you can use. I actually like this overall too as a controller. As big as it is, I actually kind of liked it. But yeah, the old Wii U gamepad. Yeah, it's just a little bit of a show and tell there of some of the props I've used with some sounds from them, and just explaining videos I've used them in stuff. If you want to see another one of those, I can find a bunch of other things I've used prop-wise for videos. Probably could make another one. Past that would be a little tough, because like I said, a lot of those props are gone. They were junk to begin with, and they did not make the move. They got thrown out of a dumpster. But yeah, just gum chewing show and tell, some roleplay props I've used, and to go along with the sounds from them, and a little background info on them. But thanks for checking this out, and have a good day.